more on defense, but in the end, they both say they're out to destroy the other. Can they finish off what they started? For the official introductions, we send it up to the ring to Thomas Triber.
Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing white trunks with black trim and weighed in at 233 pounds. Hailing from right here, the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. His professional record, 20 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the monster of the Midway, Merciless Mike Morrow. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing gold trunks with white trim and weighed in at 226 pounds. Coming to us from Warsaw, Poland, he is undefeated with 15 wins. And 11 of his 15 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ARTUR SZPILKA.
Time to see what the fighters need to do to look like a champ. Brought to you by Just for Men.
Let's start with the undefeated fighter, Szpilka. He comes straight in with wide shots, he being Malo. So throw straight lefts down the middle as he comes. And for Malo, when he steps back, step with him with a left hook.
Gerald Scott's the referee, scheduled for 10.
Take yourself at all times. Comes to good here. This is good right here. Good luck.
As of 90 minutes ago, Gerald Scott was not going to be the referee. When Mike Malo showed up today, he saw the bout sheet. He realized Celestino Ruiz was set to be the referee. That's who officiated the February 1st first fight between these two. Malo went absolutely crazy over that, demanded the change. Scott
didn't do that because there's no doubt in my mind, and I'm sure no doubt in the fans' mind after watching the first fight, that the referee had a bias for whatever reason against Malo. That bias has been removed. Let's fight, fellas.
You got a jab. You got a double.
Look, at least Malo looks physically fit. I don't know if he is, but somebody told me that he spent 4 weeks in Miami with Dino Spencer, and he lost 22 pounds in a month. I don't know if it's good to lose 22 pounds in a month. I'll be honest with you, but he does look physically better. We'll see whether or not that translates into a better fight and better results for him. Having said that, he comes in the heaviest of his career, 2 pounds heavier than his last fight. But that doesn't mean he's not better shape. Doesn't mean that the muscles are in better form and better condition. We're going to find out. But I'll tell you one thing that it also doesn't mean. It doesn't mean he was taught how to fight any better. No matter how good in shape you are, you have to be good defensively. In the case of Malo, you got to move your head. And I don't know if anyone's taught him how to do that yet. We're going to find out.
He talked a lot about fighting smarter, of using more technique. But in the end, at 33 years old and this deep into your pro career, you are what you are, Teddy.
Yes, you are. People born round, Joe, they don't die square.
Oh, he came charging in that time, did land a short left hand. Szpilka's reaction was to tie up and go all the way across the ring. By the way, Teddy, a very small configuration inside the ropes tonight. Walked off somewhere short of 18 feet.
Good for the fans, good for us, and maybe good for Malo. He doesn't move anywhere, just comes forward. He wants a phone booth. He's got a small ring. I would think he's happy. You wonder whether or not his eyes are completely healed. Let's not forget he was cut badly over both eyes in his last fight.
Got shattered by a right hand from the southpaw heavyweight.
According to Malo, it took 45 stitches to close up those cuts that he incurred in their first fight 6.5 months ago. I wonder if they're completely healed.
Sweeping left hand from Szpilka moments ago. Remember, Szpilka's had a couple fights since the Malo fight. Went over to Poland, had a second-round TKO, and then a 10-round decision against the veteran from Butler, PA, Brian Minto.
Big advantage, what you just talked about. Szpilka having those 2 fights, both wins, more confidence, chance to work out some of the flaws, and there were plenty of them in their first fight. Malo didn't have that opportunity to work those flaws out and get confidence back before he gets back in the ring.
Pressure-packed setting here. Szpilka, Malo 2. End of round number 1. Good IBF title eliminator among light heavyweights, and starts with a much-anticipated heavyweight rematch we have right here. Round number 2 scheduled for 10.
You know, I talked about Malo came in the heaviest of his career, 2 pounds more than the last time these two got in the ring. Szpilka, well, he came in lighter. He's now 226 pounds. He's 4 pounds less than the first time they got in the ring. You would think that, again, that's in the advantage of Szpilka. But the most important thing, we're talking about conditioning, talking about weight. Most important thing, do you know how to fight? Do you know how to get away from punches? That is something that has to be taught. That's more important than just pure conditioning. We'll find out if Malo has learned anything.
Malo with the right hand splitting the guard and then sent a left hand to the body. Szpilka had success halfway through that first round. There's another sweeping left hand, but he caught him a little fat and open.
Well, if you time Szpilka and catch him, you can catch him clean because those hands are not disciplined. They're down quite often. He does not cover after he punches. Does not cover when he steps out. I'm in Malo's corner. I'm telling him, look, get in good position. Maybe you crouch a little bit and come in with a leaping left hook. Forcing Szpilka back and nailing him as he goes back. Where's Floyd Patterson when you need him? Floyd Patterson used to throw a beautiful leaping left hook when opponents would step back. He knocked out Igor Johansson in the rematch to become the first heavyweight champ to retain the title after losing the title.
Malo goes to the body. Szpilka trying to land a left hand in between punches there before they separate.
You don't need me to tell you, Malo wants to be close. Short arms, crude, rough around the edges, not polished. He wants to be close in the trenches where he can make it a down and dirty fight.
4-inch height differential here. Malo 6'1", Szpilka 6'5". There's a left hand on the inside.
Opportunities for both guys there, Joe. Opportunities for Malo to catch Szpilka as he drops his hands to throw. And opportunities for Szpilka to catch Malo as he walks in.
Szpilka tried to time that left hand that time as Malo took that step forward.
Step forward. That's the key word, Joe. That's what Malo does all night long. To his advantage and to his detriment. He's always taking a step forward, right down the middle, where you can predict where he's going to be.
Good shot to the head by the pole.
He's hurt. He's hurt. And he's looking for one other thing, Joe. There was only one thing missing from that equation that was there the first time they met. There was no jab to blind them for the left hand. It was just a left hand. He was able to handle it a little bit.
First go around the southpaw, put that right paw out there, and then came with the left hand. Remember, he finished him off in round number 6. This is round number 3. Of course, that was back and forth. Malo had success in the 4th round, scoring a knockdown.
See, if I'm in the corner now, Szpilka, I'm telling him, look, you just hurt him at the belt. Hurt him badly. If there was more time left, you might have knocked him out. But you hurt him with a straight left hand. That left hand's going to be there again, right down the pipe. But this time, do what you did the first time. Put the jab first, and then the blind left hand.
This time, he tags him with a headshot.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't know.
50 seconds of the round.
I don't know if Malo's in better shape, but he's not a better fighter. I know that much. He's still got a heart, but he still doesn't know how to fight in areas that you need to know how to fight.
A series of left hands early on here in round number 3 has Malo in trouble. He returns fire and scores a knockdown. He's done it again.
He might not know how to fight, but he knows how to throw back, and he's got plenty of heart.
As if the Hollywood script these guys have been writing since
saying that Szpilka, he leaves himself open, drops his hand, pulls straight back, and when he throws something, especially an uppercut, he drops the hand and exposes himself. In other words, he gives up defense to create offense, and Marlowe was able to score.
Marlowe was desperate, in trouble, and all of a sudden with one punch turns it around.
Marlowe allowing Szpilka to recover though. And that's not good. Because even though you scored a knockdown, you're still the underdog. The other guy's still a little bit better fighter than you. You still got a big hill to climb. And you should have maybe scampered up that hill a little bit when you had him hurt.
Break. Give me a break. Stop there. No punch.
I don't know about the conditioning of Marlowe. He's breathing very heavy right now. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he didn't open up more when he hurt Szpilka this round.
There was an uppercut and right hook combination, and now Marlowe on the inside driving his head into Szpilka's face.
So that uppercut is there for Szpilka as Marlowe comes in, leaning forward. But it's a catch-22 for Szpilka. He drops the left hand to throw the uppercut, and you can beat him to the mat or beat him to the punch with the right hand.
An outrageous third round that saw both men on wobbly legs. Marlowe's the one that scored the knockdown, yet he was hurt. And look how the round finishes with Szpilka sprawled across to the neutral corner.
Jabbing up and down and get over there. Don't stand in front of him anymore. What about the plan? What's the plan? Go to the left. Go to the left.
Take a look at the knockdown coming up here. You can see Marlowe's in trouble. He's on the ropes. Take a look here. Left hook. Catches Marlowe. Little delay there. Little delayed knockdown. Take another look. There's the left hook. You see why. Szpilka's throwing a wide punch with the left hand, looking to load up, thinking he's having his way. His right hand is down, and Marlowe lands that left hook, goes down.
Round 4.
You know what hurt Szpilka there was the first 2 rounds, Joe. I don't care if this sounds crazy, but it's accurate. He had his way. He figured, I'm just going to keep landing the left hand, so he got a little cocky, a little careless. He loaded up with the left hand, didn't have his right hand up. Szpilka has bad fundamental habits, just like Marlowe. He is not as polished as he looks. And when he was throwing it, looking to load up, he forgot about incoming. He took for granted that Marlowe was on his way out the door.
Remember, you can go to the Friday Night Fight Facebook page and score a Raw in this rock'em sock'em heavyweight fight and do so all night long. First 2 rounds went to Szpilka, no doubt about it. Last round 10-8 with a knockdown score to Mike Marlowe.
I'm going to tell you something interesting. There's a lot of interesting things about this fight because it's brutal and it's at the same time it's fun to watch. And you never know when the favorite can suddenly be on his backside. But on first blush, you look at Szpilka, Joe, and he looks much better than Marlowe. You know, physically, technically, he has the look. He sets up like he knows more, much more polished until the fighting starts. Then the shine comes off of him quite a bit, and you start saying to yourself, you know what? Szpilka, he's not as good as he looks.
I think Marlowe would agree, Teddy. That time he tried to catch him coming in again as Marlowe consistently takes those short steps to get himself to the inside and do his damage.
Kind of like when you go to a car lot, Joe. You go to a car lot and you see the car, you know, these car salesmen, you can't trust them all. And they got the car all polished up, all waxed up, and it looks great. You get in it, you pay for it, you start driving out of the lot, and the engine falls out. Transmission falls out.
Now Szpilka has lost that new car smell. We know he's 15-0 and 11 knockouts. Had his jaw broken in a win against McCline. Had the bloodbath and surviving the knockdowns in the February 1st first fight against Marlowe. And now tonight he's been on the canvas in the last round.
Marlow needs to be taught better fundamentals.
Keep him up, keep him up.
But it's probably too late for that. And Szpilka, I don't know if it's too late, but he needs to be taught better fundamentals too. Right now, all he needs to do, though, is really establish the jab, don't push with the jab, snap it out, keep Marlow behind him. And then make Marlow pay to get in. In other words, kind of be like a real estate agent. Charge him for that real estate. Charge him 3 punches for every square foot that Marlow tries to advance on you.
Said he was bloody and battered, and that's what affected him when he went down in the 6th round to finish things off. He's the one that has scored the lone knockdown so far tonight. It happened in round number 3. Round 5 scheduled for 10.
Well, I said it in the first fight. Marlow needed a good cut man. I'll say it again. Hopefully Marlow has a good cut man. Jim Strickland is that man. Marlow said he needed 45 stitches to close the cuts the last time these two got it on. He's going to need some more after this night's over with.
CompuBox is tallying things tonight for us in this heavyweight rematch. 107 power punches thrown by Szpilka, 93 thrown by Marlow. Szpilka with an advantage of 26 connects, landing 53% of his power punches. Best power punch of the night, though, was the left hook by Marlow in round number 3 that scored the knockdown.
Only 1 minute into this round, and already the right eye is leaking of Marlow. Although he doesn't.
A massive left hand that buckles Marlow, sends him to the canvas with his leg back. Can he beat the count?
Even if he does, a lot of time left and the referee stops it. I don't know if Marlow is in better shape or not, but I know he didn't improve from the last time. Still too easy to hit, but plenty of heart.
Tremendous ending to a thriller here at U.S. Cellular Field. So many classic home runs knocked out of this park through the years, and ARTUR SZPILKA just connected on one of his own. KO victory for the unbeaten Pole. And what a nice sign of respect and showing here for these fans as these the local Chicago fighter Szpilka, with so many Polish fans supporting him here in this city. And just like the first one, Szpilka was down but wasn't out, and he finished it off with a KO victory. Teddy, take us through it.
Very simple. The right hand distracted him. The left hand, not straight, a little to the side, was aimed the right way. A little to the side again. Marlow, like the first time when he got knocked out, that first time they went in the ring, never saw that punch. Let's take another look. I want to see it one more time. He redirects the left hand. He doesn't throw it completely straight. Little tiny bit of a roundhouse to get it to the right spot. And once again, Marlow blinded himself with his glove. Watch, his glove is going to be up. He's not going to see that left hand. The glove is blinding him a little bit. And I give credit to Szpilka. He aimed that left hand a little bit to the side where Marlow could not see it. The right jab before that distracted him a little bit. Watch, a little throwaway jab just to distract him, get his eyes on the other side, and then the left hand. Watch, see how the glove is blinding him? Marlow blinded himself, and Szpilka took advantage and said, thank you for blinding yourself. I will knock you out now.
That is a hashtag SC Top 10 as a play of the day. Impact, blood splatter, knockout, thriller in front of thousands here at U.S. Cellular Field. For the official particulars, let's send it up to the ring to Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 41 seconds of round number 5. Our referee in charge, Gerald Scott, stops the contest. Your winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, ARTUR SZPILKA.
He doesn't make it look so pretty, but boy, oh boy, is he fun to watch. ARTUR SZPILKA, 16-0, 12 knockouts, and yet another thriller against Mike Malo. The rematch, it delivered. Much more Friday night fights to come outdoors in Chicago, including Nigel Collins, our essayist on the history of this proud town.
I joined Match because